listen to a young girl who was saying that the community here is totally very angry. Thank you very much for your from our government.
Was the Ijaw country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic services was at the government college to Delhi.
Go gather, destroy their food. Make security camp and that other camp, Tongo camp. You don't compensate everybody.
In its generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of J.C. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point as more dancer.
Lines are meaningful, some are empty. With too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
So this is another day in the rabbitry of the African Center for Community and Development. Today is a special day because we shall be feeding our rabbits with potatoes that has been harvested from the backs at the African Center for Community and Development. It is a delicacy in that potatoes are consumed by rabbits and are also consumed by snails. And the leaves of this plant are also vital to rabbits and to a host of other mini livestock. But the special moment is also based on the fact that we are supposed to be giving some nutrients in the form of vitamins to our rabbits today. Hence, we have this 10 liters of water that has been placed here, of treated water. It was harvested directly from the rain because sometimes the water that has been treated with chlorine that we normally drink is usually not very beneficial to animals. And we will be using vitamins, multivitamins, that you can see from this pack. And 2 teaspoons of these will go into the 10 liters. It contains vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, right up to folic acid and methionine, calcium as well. So this helps to supplement the kind of organic feeding that we are giving our rabbits at the African Center for Community and Development in order that they can be very healthy, strong, rich in proteins, in calcium, and therefore they can participate in the normal activities of rabbits to complete their life cycles here. There you go. 2 teaspoons of the vitamins into the 10 liters of water. Preserving the remnants of this packet is also very vital, as it is not supposed to be exposed to air. After this is done, we will carefully close the tip of the packet where it is going to be stored away from air. So now this has been done. The water has multivitamins which we will then mix and distribute into the containers of the various rabbit cells. The containers have been lined here. We still need to add some to meet up with the number of rabbits we have or the number of cells that we need to carry into. carefully mixing the vitamins and the water is usually very important so that we can have a fine mix and a fine distribution of the medicine in all of the 10 liters. The establishment of successful animal husbandry in Africa is only possible if very strong pillars of knowledge systems are established within society, within communities, so that knowledge of these kind of practices can be vulgarized to meet up with the needs of the various nooks and crevices of society. Many urban families are striving to carry out such practices. Many rural families are also breadwinners and they supply the city centers. So knowledge about such practices is very important, and it is the business of the African Center for Community and Development. Valentine, what is your impression about the fact that today we are to serve the rabbits, potatoes that we planted at the African Center for Community and Development?
Well, you see, to me, I am very happy that to see that I am feeding my rabbit with what we planted. This is to show that we can do farming and we can ourselves, not to say we can only buy food, we can do our planting and we can use it to feed our animals.
And people can also plant other edible products in bags in order to reduce their cost in markets as well.
Yes, actually, people can do that. You can other plant, not only potatoes, there are other substance, other food that are edible that can plant in bags and even in containers. That would.
So, as you just got that from the animal hand at the African Center for Community and Development, it is usually vital for us to establish such systems that can support charitable organizations, as funding is becoming even more scarce, or funding is scarcer, especially in the peripheral regions of the world, and this is also affected by the economic crisis of funding nations as well as donor institutions. Sometimes it's also the way in which projects have been designed that is affecting the way funds trickle down to users. So we will start by placing water for the rabbits. They were not given water today because we needed to give them water that contains vitamins. Therefore, they will be thirsty now and will be seeking to drink water. Then we are sure in this process that the vitamins have been consumed. You can see this one nibbling on water. It's first dosage of the day. When you're thirsty, you must seek to assuage your thirst. And in this case, they are assuaging their thirst with a bit of vitamins important for their survival, especially as they have been kept in captivity or they have been domesticated. And this is pregnant. And this also is pregnant. They were crossed a couple of days back, and we're looking forward to having their babies being born here at the African Center for Community and Development. So improving on their diets and making them to be more healthy with vitamins is an accident that speaks for itself. We will now be moving on to potatoes, which we will be giving the rabbits. There you see it. They like chewing. Nice meal. Success story at the African Center for Community and Development, which can be replicated in developing countries across the world. Improving the capacities of local stakeholders through training sessions in such practices and creating partnerships with willing and positive institutions globally should be the new language of the 21st century, or the paradigm shift. So, this has been another day at the African Center for Community and Development, that our rabbits have been fed with potatoes that we planted, and they have received some vitamins which will help to supplement their diet and their organic nutrients they have from around here. So we hope that such practices will be replicated in other parts of the world, and you shall work with us in order that we help to alleviate poverty, to empower communities, and to spread the good news. Thank you very much for watching. It has been Arrey Ivo for people, places and events and the African Center for Community and Development.
And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry.
Thank you very much for the
Our airline was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools to make your academic education was at the government college to Delhi. And
Go gather, destroy their food. Make cultivated camp and that other camp, some camp, no compensate everybody. But some of
sometimes. Today our focus will be in the style of the nation's flag, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Agric dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. There are lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. After some of these earthly adventures and more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.